I would describe cuffing season as a time of year where people romanticize the idea of getting into a relationship. I would say particularly the craving maybe comes from the holidays, different fall and winter festivities. The cold weather pushes people to, wanting to cuddle with one another, spend more time inside.
Oh man, cuffing season, that's like this weird social construct where like we feel obligated to go out and get someone or cuff someone per se.
I would describe cuffing season as, it's not a phenomenon I've experienced myself, but from other people, they've been like, I'm cold and I want someone to cuddle and watch Netflix with, and it's not like a serious kind of thing.
When the weather outside becomes frightful, for many young adults, the heat of passion begins to sound so delightful. Cuffing season, which takes place during the cold fall and winter months, usually between late September and early March, is a trend in which young adults, realizing how chilly a lonely bed can be, begin to date for the purpose of having a warm body to cuddle with. Sometimes, these relationships end as spring begins, and sometimes they last longer. Much like snowflakes in a winter flurry, no two cuffing season experiences are the same.
So I would say it can be a form of healthy connection, but I think that goes back to being clear with what your expectations are, because you don't want it to be one of those things where one partner is looking for a long-term relationship and the other partner is just looking for a companion during cuffing season, and then when it starts getting warmer out, you get kicked to the curb.
And for people who belong to the LGBTQIA+ community, conversations about cuffing season can branch out into 1,000 more. For people in relationships that don't click into the gender binary mold, cuffing season can be more confusing than it originally might have been without proper communication.
I think a lot of short-term relationships, especially straight relationships, operate on a basis of cultural understanding of like knowing what the guy does in a relationship, knowing what the girl does in a relationship, like knowing like if I do this to this person, this will like make them happy in bed. And I think being a differently gendered person, I guess, you specifically have to tell somebody like, I don't like X because of my gender.
Dating apps show a wide array of people looking to date, and this is especially true during cuffing season. A survey conducted over 5 days on both Hinge and Bumble, two popular dating apps, asked the question, did you join this app during cuffing season? On Hinge, 76% said yes, with 24% saying no. On Bumble, 47% said yes, with 53% saying no. But what happens to people in parts of the country that do not experience intensely cold weather? Cuffing season correlates with seasonal affective disorder, so typically, those who live in climates in which the weather permits outside activity during winter do not experience cuffing season as intensely as people in colder climates.
So I would say there is a correlation between seasonal affective disorder and cuffing season. What I would say the correlation is the kind of like the fatigue, the loneliness aspect, maybe even some of the depression components pushing you to wanting to feel maybe more wholesome with an individual.
Shane Francis, a member of Hinge from Southern California, said, "For us, the temp drop goes into the 60s, and we're closer to the equator, meaning we don't lose much sunlight, so we don't spend significantly more time inside during the winter months." While not everyone is aware of cuffing season, as evidenced by a 24-hour social media poll which states that 33% of people who partook in cuffing season did not realize that it was a growing trend at the time, many singles agree that there is a pressure to date during the holiday season, whether it is for cuffing season or not.
I feel like sometimes it can be a little unnecessary and overall kind of forceful, and sometimes it's just in your face. You go on social media and you see people cuddling with each other or just couple selfies, and then I just look at myself and think, oh boy.
Oh, I don't hate cuffing season. Like, I don't want to bash on like casual dating. I don't think it's like the worst thing in the world. I just don't personally like to do it because I get too attached to the person that I'm with. It's like, if I want to date you, I want to date you for a long time because I like you.